We came out flat. We allowed them, to play up to their game and take us away from ours, right? They kind of just gave it to us in the first half. We took some of their punches, right? And then we came into the locker room. First half, we talked about it. We say, how can we improve? What kind of team do we want to be to close out the break and go into next week? We talked about our game plan, and then we came out second half and we executed. Right? We started playing for ourselves. We started playing for each other. We started executing what Coach tells us to do. And we were able to start knocking out some shots, take care of the ball, and put our teams into the right positions to make plays.
One of the big emphases was taking each game as a learning experience. And the great thing about the system that Coach has put in this year is really the emphasis on everyone has a huge part of it and understanding their role. In the first half, we saw that not everyone was really playing their role as best as they can. The shooters weren't taking the shots they usually take. Sometimes we're going one-on-one too much and stuff like that. That was one thing we were really talking about in the halftime, coming out and really playing as a team, doing our things and just building off.
Yeah, the turnovers for us, a lot of it's been loose with the ball and then the decisions we make in the paint. First half, we were flying through some of our drives and not letting things settle, not playing off two, trying to just speed the game up. We know what to do. We know where guys are. We're getting really comfortable with that, and so we've got to make sure that we slow down, we make the reads and make good decisions. When we're strong with the ball and we make good decisions, our assist numbers go up because we have better passes. We find guys for the easy layups, and we're not forcing tough shots. Well, we talked about it. One more, and our focus is on Tuesday. We got to hit the road. We haven't been on the road in a little while, and so really before we can start talking break and start talking finals and all that, we have to take care of Tuesday. We're in a good spot. I'm happy with how we're playing, but now we've got to finish the semester.
Sometimes it's trust, man. At the end of the day, we trust that every guy can go off any given game. Right, we go into practice, we go at each other, we make each other better, and so when the game comes down, we trust that each guy knows what their role is and each guy has the opportunity to make plays. And whenever somebody gets hot, we know that we got to keep feeding them the ball, keep allowing them to make plays. And when you have a team like us that have so many talented dudes that anyone can, have a given night when they're making plays, we've had Laz go off, we have Elliot go off, we have Rowan go off, Sean, Heston, right? So many other guys that can catch fire anytime. It makes the game easier. Right, because you could trust those guys to make plays within the system. And sometimes when things don't go well, at the end of the day, we're still basketball players. We're still able to make those plays, right? And it goes beyond just scoring the ball, right? Like shout out to Corey, came out second half, brought a lot of energy, right? And we have guys that make those kind of plays that don't show up on the box score, right? Like he had a huge box out, get the rebound. And so we have guys that can make those kind of plays as well as go off any given night.
Yeah, I think building off of that, a huge thing about our team is we all trust each other on defense. And so when we aren't consistently playing our offense as best as we can, we all can trust each other that we'll be playing that defense. We all will play our role there, and then it will ultimately translate into our offense. Like AZ was saying, that we all have a role in this team. We all trust each other. Most of the guys have been playing together for 4 years, and we really understand how we play, our strengths, and how we can build off each other. I think the missing piece was really just the system and how we can play in it. And now, just getting into it, a couple months into the season, we really just understand how each other play in the system and how we can use those strengths.
Yeah, the biggest two things that we've been talking about is making sure that we don't have the letdown coming off, going from conference to non-conference, right? That every game is big. We've got to keep earning it. We've got to keep building the momentum that we have. And so I was really, we came out a little slow in the first half, and we really got after guys about making sure that we're approaching it the same way. And I think you saw in the second half, we came out with a fire and got right back to the way that we've been playing that's gotten us to this point. And then the biggest thing stats-wise, we've talked a lot about winning the assist battle and making sure we're shooting really well. And we did again tonight, but we've been turning it over 20 times a game. And so tonight having 11, only 2 in the second half, that made the difference. And so really just, I was proud of them for taking the pressure, playing in a really physical game, but also handling, going from 9 turnovers in the first to only 2 in the second, and it showed on the scoreboard.